what I think about NASCAR right now is they're finally, after 15 or 20 years of misery, it's been brutal. They're finally finding their new course, because although we do agree that NASCAR, let's just, to make the fans happy, let's say NASCAR was 50% at fault. I'm not going to go any more than that, because with this invention of the cell phone and all the live streaming, life has changed so much. It was not all NASCAR's fault. Plus, people are more of a negative nature now. People are meaner nowadays because of social media. I think NASCAR is the best it's ever been because they've taken enough chances. They know that the people our age, we're watching the races, but we've got to create some excitement. So they took a chance, and all the NASCAR car owners, they wanted this new car. They're the ones that wanted the next gen. The car owners. Hear my voice go up? Surprise. So in some weird way, the car owners, man, it rained hard here. The car owners wanted that next gen car, and it's really saved NASCAR because they can take their Daytona 500 car that runs 200 mile an hour at Daytona and take that car to the Chicago street course race. And that is a huge, huge deal. And they can bang a little bit, and they've learned a lot. And I think, in my opinion, we'll do a show about it on the Kenny Wallace show. But I really think NASCAR is going to go to Canada next year. I think they should go to Circuit Jacques Villeneuve in Montreal. I've raced there 2 or 3 times. Love it. Circuit Jacques Villeneuve is on an island. When they had Charlie, you was probably a baby, but when they did the Olympics up in Montreal, they did it on that island. It's an island. But it's a great college town. It's a very clean town. Now, I don't know if that's where they're going to go, but I think they should. If they don't go to Circuit Jacques Villeneuve, I think it would be a mistake. Now, I understand that the government's involved with that. I think it's government owned. I think it's kind of a park. Circuit Jacques Villeneuve is a park. So just to say, it's not like there's a promoter. But I think NASCAR is finally doing really good. And I'm going to tell you what, it was exhausting. It was an exhausting 20 years. It was horrible. And it's a great sport. And I'll take it. When we had Mark Martin on the Kenny Conversation, Mark Martin said it best. Best racing I've ever seen in NASCAR history. And Mark Martin, in that Arkansas twang, he repeated himself. Best racing in history. I don't like the car. So as a fabricator, in history,
I've seen the best racing in NASCAR history since that car's come out.
I agree.
Best racing on track in history. The best in history. So stop complaining about it.
As a fabricator, the cars are very hard to work on. But it has produced the best racing in history. Schrader also says it best. He goes, Herman, people go, oh, it was such great times back then. He goes, when people think everything was better back in the day, it wasn't.
Well, if they think it was, that's their opinion.
Yeah.
That's great. Let them think it.
It depends on how you want to remember it. I don't remember it being that great. Maybe not right. I do agree NASCAR was awesome back in the day. It was. But just in general in life, I loved my life as a child. When I was a child, well, no shit. You had no bills. Your mom and dad paid for everything. When you're a kid, your life's wonderful because you have no stress. But Schrader does say it right. He says, man, when people talk about the good old days, Schrader goes, they weren't that good. And then Chocolate Myers, who was Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s gas man, Chocolate says it funny too. He goes, you keep talking about how great it was back in the day. There was only one car on the lead lap back in the day. So Chocolate's exactly right. So we deem what we want to be deemed, good or bad. Yeah. So we're home.